Good
Good
evening,
evening.
everybody.
Hi.
Hi, madam. Deepa, ma'am, first of all, congratulations to you for writing such a wonderful book because I have read many
Thank you.
books which have a regional impact in the form of words, not in the form of accent. This is for the first time I have come to know that you have introduced a, a accent that carries the impact of Kannada language here. That's absolutely
Thank you.
wonderful because
Thank you.
from as a teacher, I want to express I want to say that your book can be a wonderful research can be carried out from on your book from a linguistic point of view. That's
Hope so.
that can be done very well.
Yes.
Ah. One more thing I want to say as a teacher because I'm also working as a member of Board of Studies in Nagpur University. I am a firm believer that in India we have excellent writers, sometimes better than foreign writers. Yet, in all the universities in India, whenever the curriculum is designed, there will be Shakespeare, okay, Charles Lamb, Wordsworth. Same things are repeated everywhere.
Yeah.
Why not encourage writers like you? There are so many Indian writers. Why not read our literature? See, in 1947 we got freedom, but I believe that we are still under this mental slavery.
No,
Why
I
why not?
agree. I agree. I agree. I totally agree with you because I think there needs to be more than, we talk so much our more than as our politicians love talking about deep decolonizing, every aspect of life. But I think first and foremost, we need to decolonize our education system and our reading. Forget the education system. I mean, we can't anymore rely on only the education system to give us all the tools that we need for life. But I think when we read, whatever it is we read, I think it's very important that we read our stories. I know several readers who just refuse to read Indian authors, whether in translation or you know writers who write in English itself, because they say it is not like I don't know, like Virginia Woolf or Jane Austen, which is where the argument comes in. Of course, it won't be. We shouldn't be writing like Jane Austen and, or whichever contemporary writer. We write our own stories, but then nobody wants to read that. That is the sad part. So we continue to read Chaucer. We are more familiar with Chaucer and Shakespeare than we are with Tagore and or Kuvempu or O.V. Vijayan or whatever the hundreds of writers that we have in our languages. I think that's the sad part. I hope at some point, universities also start to dismantle this Anglo-centric uh, curriculum, and hopefully that's the hope. Until then, we just have to do our own intellectual labor, I think.
Okay, I request Rajshri and other members from the film industry also to spread this message because you people can make a huge impact. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we are working on that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
Amritesh,
you.
you wanted to say something? Amritesh wanted to ask question.
Muted. You're muted.
You are muted.
Yeah.
Hi Deepa, namaste. I am Amritesh and
Namaste.
I am a
Hi.
civil servant and a writer also. I write in Hindi and I have been associated with Mumbai Indie Society for past 6 months, I think. And
Okay. Lovely too.
uh, congratulations for the award. And I have
Thank you.
one uh, means is all the discussions which we have had right now has been really very fruitful and healthy for me. The only question I have is how do you choose your project? You had mentioned that you wanted to see where whether you can fit in your creativity factor or not, and you mentioned the keyword soul. So other than these words, like you might be flooded with projects right now, I am sure. So how do you choose from them?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, again, there is no rule or anything that I follow for this. So first and foremost, I have to personally like the text enough to want to work with it. Because when I mean, in India or elsewhere, it is a labor of love. You end up spending months and sometimes years with the same book, with the same author's voice in your head. So unless I deeply enjoy the short story or the novel or whatever I'm translating, I wouldn't pick up the project. And secondly, I always say this: I'm led by language. So if it more than the story, more than who the author is or whatever, the language in which the text is. So in my case, it's Kannada. I only translate from Kannada. So for me, the Kannada has to be striking in some way. It could be because it's poetic, or it could be because there is something in uh, in the language which is striking to me. Um, so then I think about it and say, okay, this is something I want to, potentially work with. Because, and of course, to a great extent, the politics is also important for me, because I wouldn't necessarily translate something that does not align with my own personal political
Thought.
beliefs.
Yes. Mm.
Because again, I think that's because you end up spending so much time with a particular text that if you're not enjoying, if it doesn't align, sit well with your own thought processes, it just wouldn't work for me. I know there are translators who don't care about the politics side of it, and for them it's a good book, it's a famous author, they do it. But that's not how it works for me. So I'm very, very choosy. So I also take a lot of time to translate each book. So I can't, so which is why I would, even going forward, I would only pick projects which I am very passionate about. And because I'm not a full-time translator, again, the number of books that I would work with would be very limited. But yes, I do have, flooded with offers to translate. Sadly, I have to say no to nearly all of them. Yeah.
That's it. That's the
Thank
only
you.
question. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So, so I
मैम
wanted to ask you, Deepa.
Yeah.
Deepa, आप
हाँ
बोलिए.
हाँ एक सेकंड मैम मैम मैं चाह रहा था कि आप हमारी हिंदी जो राइटर्स हैं जो इंग्लिश में नहीं लिख पाते हैं आप उनके लिए जरूर ट्रांसलेट करिएगा
No, but I only translate from Kannada to English. I don't even translate from English to Kannada. So, I mean, there are some
हम
amazing writers amazing translators from Hindi. So, from Hindi to English. So, I hope they do that.
मैम हम लोग लगभग 6 मंथ से हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दिस सेगमेंट फॉर डेवलपिंग द शॉर्ट स्टोरीज सेक्शंस एंड फॉर द प्ले वी डोंट अभी तक हमारे पास कोई लोगो नहीं था तो फर्स्ट टाइम आई एम
Okay.
रिवीलिंग द लोगो
Oh, great.
Oh, no, I can't see. You have to go
I
back
can't
a
see
bit.
it. आपको
Oh.
दिखाना पड़ेगा. अरे वाह, सही है.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Nice.
You have
अग्नि
a
लेक
good
अग्नि लेक
Nice. Who
Agni
designed
Lake.
it?
Mostly we do with our volunteers. Most of
Okay.
our volunteers did it. And the name of the concept is Agni Lake, fire and the word. The words with fire.
Agni what? Agni what?
Agni Lake, lake,
Lake. Okay. Okay.
Agni Lake.
Nice. Lovely.
And this year we just given 6 fellowships to the writers for writing short play and short stories. This year we
Okay.
included.
Okay.
So we are also promoting their ideas to the community. Whenever we are working on the plays, mostly plays, people do the old plays repeatedly, but now we are introducing 6 to 10 new plays to the market in a
Okay.
Hindi
Nice. And
drama. Hindi
originally,
drama.
Hindi. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with
Thank you, thank you,
all
thank
the
you,
amazing work
thank
you're all
you.
doing.
And पूजा कुछ पूछ रहे हैं
Yeah.
सर.
तो मैम अभी हम बात कर रहे थे वो how the colonial mindset has not gone. So currently, I mean, I've been since last year. There is one Shakespearean Society of India, which is somebody takes the workshops online, and because I just read the abridged version of Shakespeare, so I joined because now we are just thrashing the whole Shakespeare language through these workshops by taking up different plays. So in the course of doing that, I thought that how lovely would it be to, somebody took up, Rashmi Rathi. It's a kavya by Dinkar or
Mm-hmm.
Urvashi. It is so beautiful. I myself, I'm a topper in Hindi in my school, so I have not left the language. I've on and off been a teacher also. I write in English and
Oh,
Hindi
nice.
both, yeah. But so I try to decode it because we can't do without decoding our generation. It is such a difficult Hindi, but when you decode it and understand, it is so beautiful. I just can't tell you. So I just wish that somebody took it up and did workshops like that instead of we doing Shakespeare and all. We, celebrate our own, literature in all of these languages.
Absolutely.
Any of
Yeah.
our, regional languages. There's so many. During Doordarshan time, I remember दोपहर के समय ये रीजनल मूवीज दिखाते थे or I used to sit and with the subtitles I would watch because they were so nice, so well made. Though
Yeah.
I come from a Hindi speaking belt, I used to watch it because my mother used to watch it. And
Mm.
that's how we explored different regional stories.
Yeah.
And
No, I mean, maybe that's something you can do yourself. Just do it online. If not, do it, because so many of everyone is connected online. Maybe
mhm,
just start with a weekend 1 hour sessions where, with fellow Hindi literature, fans, you can sit and just talk about that. And I
y-
think the problem, I mean, it's not a problem really, but I think one of the ideas is to go hyper local with all of these things. Like
yeah,
everything need not be in public or done for 500 people. It could just be 5 people sitting and talking about,
yes.
one writer or one language. Or I'm sure online you'll find 5 people. And if you happen to be in Bombay, obviously you can take it offline and
Yeah, much inspired too,
do
but
that.
it takes a lot of, you don't feel like you're not enough to do this, you don't have that, you know,
I
things
mean,
like that.
I think that's again, it comes from this very capitalistic idea, right? That we have to be brilliant at everything. We don't have to be brilliant at everything we do. I mean, I think it's perfectly okay to be I mean, no one is claiming to be an expert here, so you have this one writer that you love, you have this one text you love, just talk about it, talk about with fellow fans of the writer, just say why you like that book, and then somebody else might say why they like this book, and you know all that. So there are, I mean, I would say, at least again, I don't know about the Hindi context, but in Kannada, there is this. So we have the Kannada literary tradition goes back to at least 1500 years. We have texts available from the 8th century, from the 9th century, and it is still, again, like you said, it is not impossible to read, but it's very, 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 very difficult to read because it's written. Obviously, it's 1,500-year-old text. You can't expect to be able to read and understand it immediately. But there are these absolutely brilliant old Kannada classes which happen online and offline, where they teach you how to break these things apart and how to understand and how to read and all that. So I think we just have to start within our very limited capabilities. Even if it is just start with one hour per month or something. Like how Badrinath was saying, it just starts with uh, just start 6 months ago. Or what you said about the kids that you read to, just started with two kids and now there are 5, 10 you said.
Yeah.
So it's just somebody needs to start. I think that's the problem. We just wait until we think we are capable of starting, which is never going to happen.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
never going to be these experts who know everything and then we start working on this. So I hope you do start something like that.
Thank you, ma'am.